So yeah, that's the synopsis essentially for the second DLC. This is also the Lost DLC. There's only 2 DLCs for the game, and the first one I had a feeling was gonna be short. This one I did look it up. It says it's 4 hours if you only do the main story, but there's apparently gonna be more areas, and if you do everything in the DLC, it's 10 hours. So we're gonna be on Final Fantasy for a while, and everyone's happy about that, right? Right? Because I am.
Do you see anything you like?
And I don't really care if no one else is happy about it. I'm happy about it, so you can eat my nutsack.
I'll be here if you need me.
That I definitely have.
And how might I help the garrison today?
To my hand. Oh, my hand hurts so bad. So like basically what happened was I didn't really explain what happened in my Discord. My wardrobe has some drawers for like unmentionables and socks, and the bottom one is kind of mostly filled with my mom's stuff because my mom likes keeping her stuff in my room for some reason. I was putting my socks away because yeah, I know it's summer, but during the summer I like if I lotion my feet, it is illegal to touch the ground with lotion feet. It makes me feel gross. So I still wear socks if I lotion my feet, and I was putting my workout clothes and my socks away, and my drawer got stuck. And it's gotten stuck before, and I've just like jiggled it a little bit and it comes back out, but it wasn't doing that. So I put my right hand under where the rail is to like maneuver the mechanism essentially, and my left hand was holding the drawer, and it was stuck really badly. So when I was fiddling with the mechanism, it slipped and it started at not the inside of my wrist but the top side of my wrist, and it dug into the skin, and then it ripped upwards and it ripped off my skin from my wrist and the back of my hand, and it hurts really badly when I flex my fingers, or when I was doing art earlier and then I had to like rotate my cuff or whatever. It hurt bad. It's not like, if you look at it, it still looks juicy in the sense of, that's a disgusting way to describe it, but if you look at it, it still looks moist, but it's not actively bleeding anymore. It bled for like a couple hours, but it's not bleeding anymore, but it's still raw because it literally some parts of it stripped my skin down to my flesh, so it really hurts bad. But I didn't want to cancel stream because I can still play. I can still do art. I can still play. It just hurts. Okay, so we're looking for a woman called Layla. There she is.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm good. I have a wife.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just...
It's not good if it's bleeding for a couple hours. Bro, I ripped my skin to my flesh. Obviously, it's gonna bleed for a couple hours.
watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
Okay.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
It's such a beautiful sword. Sorry. Navi.
I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically?
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all? Nothing else?
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
That was worthless advice. Obviously I wouldn't keep my sword with me. Are you insane? I'm traveling with my wife and my brother. I gotta protect them.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Yeah, Joshua. Obviously, it does make perfect sense to stay on the outskirts of town. She has information about an icon in a world where magic is dwindling. That is very crucial information. People would gun her down.
Let's go.
Yeah!
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know how I told you I only lag watching one streamer on Twitch? After I upgrade my graphics, that stopped happening. So, what I basically did was I messaged Fruit and I said, I'm really bad at remembering to upgrade my drivers. So when you upgrade yours, can you like shoot me a message and I'll upgrade mine? So yeah. Now, oh God. I gotta be right back. The the position I flexed my hand and like reopened some of the wound, and I gotta go wash my hand because it's bleeding again. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Hi Rich, welcome in. Thank you for the luck. Could have still been on the streamer those days? No, it probably isn't, because like literally no one else in chat was saying it's lagging, it's lagging, it's lagging. It was just me. So very likely I just need to stay on top of updating my drivers.
But who awaits us inside?
You Ambrosia?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised? A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
I wonder if this DLC is going to take place on the ocean, considering it's called Rising Tide. It probably is going to take place on the ocean, which I had a feeling they might do after how they handled Odin's fight. They were here pretty recently though, considering this fireplace.
The embers are still warm.
Likely hiding somewhere, because I'm pretty sure we noticed a boat leaving.
So you're Sid.
Oh. A soldier? She looks like one of Dion's men.
Be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies.
I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair.
Do you like my silver-haired people?
Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
I'm looking at her build. Sorry, I don't mean to pause that. I'm just analyzing this new character we've met. It's interesting because she looks like a mercenary, a royal guard, and an assassin all in the same. She looks like a mercenary because of the giant axe on her back. She looks like a royal guard because of, well, her outfit. Blue is normally associated with royalty and all that stuff. And she looks like an assassin because if they show a shot from her from the back again, she has a tiny dagger attached to her lower back. And that feels like a very assassin type weapon. So she feels like a very all-rounded person. It's kind of insane.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing.
She's mean.
Not that I'll hold it against you.
Never mind.
The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
Oh my god, it's
You want
Avatar!
us to...
As in the Lost
Rescue
Airbender.
him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
Of course I will.
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
That's a little harsh.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all.
This feels, obviously this does correlate with Clive's story, but I feel like Jill especially is going to get a lot more closure out of this, and arguably Clive in my eyes, because Clive grew up as a noble. He was still only 16 when everything went wrong, but he still did have like a very loving family, save for his mother. Obviously his mom, we don't talk about her, she was a terrible person, but he had a loving father. He had a brother who doted on him or looked up to him. He loved his brother in return as well. Then he lived a life as a slave once everything went wrong, and his mom sold him off to the Imperials to be an Imperial slave, essentially as a knight, but only in name. You're basically just a sacrificial lamb because bearers don't matter to Imperials. And he had a rough life. But Jill, on the other hand, Jill was captured after everything went wrong at Phoenix Keep, and she quite literally lived the life of a slave, because she was forced to use her powers to hurt other people. Otherwise, the few country women that they stole from Rosaria would have been killed, and it would have been her fault in her eyes, until she met Clive, and Clive basically freed her. So I feel like Jill, this might be a big quest line for Jill if they choose to go in that direction. They might not, but if they do, it would make perfect sense. Because I do feel like it's a little bit sad that they kind of brushed over everything that happened with Jill. Not necessarily brushed over, because they do touch on it, and they do touch on the effect that it had on her mental state, and how when she has that tender moment with Clive, she mentions the twins are too small for her and she needs a place to spread her wings. But still, we haven't really had like much closure for Jill, in my opinion. They might not go down that route, who knows? But, you know, they might.
Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that.
I can show you.
I can show you.
Ah, knew it.
Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
That's a pretty small boat for 4 people and a dog. Boat's gonna sink. It's like putting 200-pound people, minus Joshua, on a freaking dinghy. The Lost Cloak. We have a new area. I did read this place does have its own area, so that's pretty cool. Never mind, it's actually a lot bigger than it looked in the initial picture or shot that we saw. That boat's fine. My fault.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Whoa.
Oh, that was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
That is beautiful. This definitely feels a lot more fleshed out than the other DLC. It even had its own title sequence. Interesting.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Gentleman Clive. How sweet.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
I'm getting flashbacks to hiking in Tanzania. Oh my god, that was... It was fun, but it was really scary too at times.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Why was hiking scary? Well, it's because I'd never been hiking before, and you gotta understand, hiking in a place like Tanzania, like the people there are just used to stuff like that. So on the hiking trails, for example, you'll have people just casually selling stuff there, like selling coffee, artwork, Tanzanian merchandise, whatever it might be. They'll just be selling it because they literally live there. That's their life. But to someone who's never really been there before, hiking can get really scary because they don't have any safety rails anywhere. At most, you might find like a conveniently planted tree, for example, but other than that, you're on your own. And some of the places we were hiking to had waterfalls nearby. What do waterfalls do to the surrounding area? They make it soggy and slippery. So you're basically on a slip and slide at any moment should you lose your footing, or if you just, step on the wrong spot, and you could essentially fall to your death. It wasn't that bad when we went to Moshi. And Moshi, if you don't know, is actually where Kilimanjaro is located. So I got to hike, obviously not on Kili. It is insane to go to Kili your first time doing a hike. But for one of the hikes that I did, it was on a mountain near Kili. So I actually got to see the mountain in the distance, and we went to a coffee farm, and the hike there was okay. I don't really think I had that many almost death experiences, but one of the hikes that I went to in Kagoma, oh my god, I'm genuinely not even exaggerating when I say if my mother didn't grab my collar when she did, I probably wouldn't be alive right now because I definitely would have gotten a concussion, and depending on how I fell, I would have either like just gotten a concussion and been recovered and then eventually been fine, or I would have died because it was a very long drop down. And I I'm obviously a London girl, so I'm not really acclimated to the water over there. Most people like us who go to places like Tanzania, we have to drink bottled water because our bodies just can't process the water there. So I already felt like pretty sick that day we went on the hike because the food there and everything just wasn't agreeing with me. I fainted. I actually fainted on the hike. And thankfully I fainted on solid ground. Otherwise, again, I would have just fallen to my death and just been gone. And when I came to, I actually threw up a lot, and no one cared. Like literally, no one cared. My own family just continued listening to the tour guide talk about some ancient caveman paintings, and I was, in some corner throwing up, seeing stars because I was really dizzy as well. And I ended up fainting at the point of a hike where at the point of the hike where it was easier to continue the hike trail than going backwards. So I basically had to finish the hike while I was on 1 HP, and it was really scary, and I really don't want to do it again. I'm down for the hike that we did in Moshi, but the one that we did in Kagoma, never again. Or Dodoma, never again. That was awful. That was terrible. And like parents of the year, well, my father wasn't there. It was only my mom. My father was still in London because he had work. My brother, however, like I don't know what it is, but every time something goes wrong, I kind of get closer to my sibling. So I don't really have like the best relationship with him, but when things like that happen, there's other stuff that he's genuinely been terrible for, but when stuff like that happens, he's only really been the one who's on my side because he at least gave me some water. He gave me two of his water bottles, one so I could rinse my mouth because I threw up, and the second to rehydrate myself because I basically turned the entire contents of my stomach inside out. So, yeah. And he also offered me his hand so I could, hold it and continue the hike, but I didn't accept it because I even when I was on 1 HP, I felt really self-conscious and I felt gross. So I didn't want to be near anyone when I felt gross. So I still pushed through the hike entirely by myself, and I refused his hand because I just felt gross. But yeah, that wasn't fun. That really wasn't fun. And I don't know. It did make me realize that I definitely need to work on my cardio because yeah, I was definitely unwell because of the water and the food and everything. However, I definitely could have had a better time if my cardio was better. Because when I do exercise, for example, I kind of only weight train, and that's really bad. I don't know if that's the best requirement for bonding. Eh, I don't mean closer as in like we're best buddies because I still like have a very fragile relationship with my sibling, but it's a little comforting knowing that if something does happen, he's there sometimes, dependent on the situation. I don't know how to explain it, but I try to think of it as a positive because the other solution is I just think about the fact that I genuinely almost died that day multiple times because not only were there no safety rails, the path itself was really unsafe. Like you had loose gravel everywhere, you had loose branches even. Like if you grabbed a tree thinking it will save your life, there's a 40% chance that branch is just gonna break or it's gonna be loose and you're just cooked. You're just cooked. So I slipped a lot on that hike, and it really doesn't help when my mother is kind of like a woe is me type of person, and she really likes to victimize herself. So every time I'd slip, she'd make it about herself, and my mother has a pretty shrill voice, so it's really not the best feeling when you already feel dizzy and then you just hear someone like screaming 2 inches behind you. So it was a very overwhelming experience, and I have no idea how I'm still alive. But yeah, I guess luck was on my side for once. But it is it's definitely one of my near death experiences because I'm like I really wish I was joking if when I say if I took a misstep there I really wouldn't be here today. And that was scary because before you go on the hike they even tell you if something goes wrong it's very unlikely anyone will be able to call for help because there's no cell service out there. So yeah, be safe when you go hiking.
Of course it is.
Whoa. Enter Mysidia. Wait. Oh my god, this is Mysidia! Sorry, my throat. I need to stop screaming. So, for those of you who aren't Final Fantasy fanatics like me, Mysidia is in basically almost, is it almost? I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna say almost just in case it's not in every game. Mysidia has been in almost every single Final Fantasy game. Like since Final Fantasy 1, it's always basically the village of magic essentially. Like in the Pixel Final Fantasy games, Mysidia was the place where you'd have a bunch of like elderly sages and elves and magic people. It's where you learn about Ultima in like the spell in one of the games. And yeah, I don't know why I wasn't expecting to see Mysidia, so this is exciting. They also said party makeup changed. I guess our nice lady is on our party now. We have 5 people on our party. I like her. I like her chibi icon or her pixel icon more than her character icon. She looks cool here. I don't know. It's just something about the face hasn't grown on me yet. Make for Shula's village.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous.
This is
if
beautiful.
not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning.
And jump off.
And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Why did Joshua say that? There was literally no need for that input. Why did he say that? Bro's like, I'm alive and I'm in the party, by the way. That's cute. Joshua's cute. There's an item. Are those enemies?
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Wolf trap.
Stand back.
These are new enemies.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
I like Shula's personality. It's a little bit arrogant, but not in the way that pisses you off. She kind of reminds me of Vivian, which would make sense, because didn't Vivian say she's from here? I think I'm misremembering, but she does remind me of Vivian. They're at level 50. Oh, thank you,
Earlier
Jill.
You mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Joshua.
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
That's a little bit dumb. I guess not really, because Joshua can't really imagine a place that's accepting of bearers. But still. Like, to us, obviously, because we don't live in this reality. It's a little bit obvious why she doesn't have a brand. But, yeah. I guess not really to Joshua. Oh, that's a little okay. See, I have been avoiding killing everything in sight for a while because I was at a point where it wasn't really worth the gold or the EXP, but these guys are level 50, so it's a little bit worth the EXP here, so I will be fighting.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Yes, ma'am. It's been beautiful so far. I can imagine it's a pain on the thighs, though.
Few have
And
ever
the
set
calves.
eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Oh my god, it's actually Mysidia. Sorry, this is very exciting. Whoa. That's so Breath of the Wild coded with the Guardians. Oh my god, that is beautiful.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so...
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
They should put like a grappling hook up here so you can just slide down into the village. Oh, that'd be sick. I would never do that if this was real, but like on paper, that's sick. This is beautiful.
It's beautiful, Shula.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
we aim to keep it that way.
The music is really nice too. This is stunning. Big fan. I really wasn't expecting to see Mysidia. Like, I'm like gobsmacked right now. We're so close to 50.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Imagine it actually breaks and you get an achievement for it. That'd be kind of funny. Where you can like magic at it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, we get a good look at the wave.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Really pretty. I wonder if Leviathan's... Do you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I can't exactly fight you if you're hiding in your stupid mist. Cheetah? Okay, so can you get the flying ones down for me, please? Thank you. Stupid mist is very stupid. I said that was so dumb. The stupid mist is annoying. Precision counter shot. I've never used that before. I just don't really like using the music, the magic. So makes sense. I got lost. This way? We might actually hit level 50 if they keep giving us hordes of monsters. No, I need like one more horde and I can be level 50, please.
could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
They're not gonna give me a horde, are they? I need one more and I can be level 50. Is there one here? The music's very peaceful here, actually. I like it. And bad action too. No, there's no monsters here. Dang it. Oh well, that's okay. I'm so close. Hello.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Oh, wow. That's not what I expected. This is beautiful. Haven, Mysidia.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
This whole exploration thing kind of reminds me of when you go back to Nibelheim in Final Fantasy VII and you get to walk around and explore everything. But obviously it's a little bit different since Nibelheim is Cloud's home. But the whole explore thing kind of reminds me of that. Very random, it just does.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
I'm right here. I don't think she's listening to you. She's just picking flowers. These are beautiful flowers, by the way. So are these offering plates? They look like offering plates. It kind of reminds me of in the Wild series for Zelda, so Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, when you can have these little goddess statues, and in front of them you have these plates, and if you put an apple in every single plate, you can find a Korok. It kind of reminds me of that.
Look, that one's got a black cape.
I do.
Do you think he's the leader?
Yes. I am. I'm the leader of these people, these fine people. Of my wife and my brother. I'll go outside.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
You used to work on the outside, didn't you? Is it really like the sea it is?
If you mean filthy, noisy, and rank, then no. It's much.
So I take it most people don't like us being
Seems
here.
like one of the cans was disturbed by lightning.
Weird, there isn't actually much to explore. There's usually a lot more to explore for a Square Enix game, but that's not a negative at all. Just think it's funny because she told us to explore and there's nothing to explore.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
So basically, the child was born, and the icon of Leviathan essentially immediately awoke inside of him, and they somehow found a way to use the icon's powers, even though he was still a baby, and the icon realized what was going on and went berserk, and the ancestors sealed both the child and the icon over a century ago, if I'm getting this right. That's interesting. Final Fantasy does love playing with time though, so I'm not surprised time is a factor here, but that is insane on a baby? No less a baby that was, you know, yours, because she mentioned it was her great-grandfather's child.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Good tide. How cute.
Our
Oh, we have side
storehouse
quests.
lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Obviously. Not just gonna accept it for free. I wasn't expecting it to be free anyway. So, these have plus icons, meaning we're gonna get stuff. It's the thought that counts, or the pursuit of knowledge. I think we should do this one first.
Sid! You are Sid, aren't you? The man that I wonder if he...
With what?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband? He's a craftsman, you see, and... Perhaps. Please, I know it sounds daft.
Which flowers did...
The sweet little blue one. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field.
2 basket...
Interesting. I'm assuming after we do the quest, she's going to tell us why she can't do this herself.
I'm not arguing. The child
Does it have to be them to do it? What's wrong with me doing it? Why don't you do it then? I just nudged Woggle. I'm sorry, I have to pet him now.
How would I be without you? Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Okay, pray.
Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's...
Oh, is she letting us do this to help us? Because he'll be more inclined to talk to us if we have a gift. That's actually really sweet if that's the case.
Ah,
Thank you.
wow.
It is. They really are.
Aren't they just? Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the Tyne took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same.
You?
So when we finally put down...
So the yellow flower is basically Mesidia's flower. That's
That's
sweet.
2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard.
Cool. Active time echoes and entries for Echoes of the Fallen will now appear in active time lore. If you don't recognize the term or wish to know more about event guard, okay, it's just probably the same thing. Yep. Interesting. It's right there. I'm not gonna TP. It's literally right there.
What do you want?
He's just as nice as
My
our
wife asked
blacksmith.
me to bring you these flowers.
Come out.
Why is he so mean to his wife?
Who? Me?
Probably not mean. He just knows what she's doing, likely.
I'm sorry. It's just my husband can be a bit
I
standoffish
knew
at times.
it. That's
and I
so
thought
sweet.
this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted.
W-wife.
What with you being a swordsman like and him being the...
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are.
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crushed. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics.
As modes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan.
Oh my god, that just reminded me. I forgot to talk about that. I can't believe I actually straight up forgot to talk about this. So I was right about everything with Elliot. Like, I was right about literally everything. So, as I already mentioned before, past the first ending. There were 2 more endings. I did the true ending. I think it's the second one, which would kind of suck because the third ending so far has been so much better. But anyway, I'm on the final ending, and it goes beyond the first 2, because with the first 2, the story for the ending still ends with you doing that final fight against Mao transformed into a beast, essentially. But yeah, I was right about everything. The beast was indeed Mao. First of all, I was right about that. Second of all, I was right about Mao and Carter being Elliot's parents. I was just right about everything. Everything that I called, I was right about it, and it feels so good to always be right. I'm kidding. But I'm not done with the final ending, because the final ending seems to be a lot longer, because we ended up reuniting Elliot with his parents. But the story didn't stop there, because after we managed to talk to Mao and get through to her, she turned back into herself, and these earrings fell from the sky, and they were the shinies that Faye mentioned she lost at the start of the game. And while we were talking to our parents, Huria and the king, Faye ends up having a conversation with someone through the earrings who told us we basically have to hunt down these divine beasts. So the ending for the last one for Elliot still isn't over, and I'm not sure if the game is going to end on a cliffhanger or not anymore, because a lot of the questions have been answered now. And with the other 2 endings, every single time you finished it and the credits rolled and everything happened, there was a cutscene that played that was the same voice I heard speak to Faye, talking to us, telling us we might be the only future for the everything that's going to go wrong. And I don't think that's going to play anymore if everything he's talking about plays out now in this ending. And I really hope that's not true, because if that's true, it might mean we don't get another Elliot game, because it feels like, I said before, this was a really experimental game by Square Enix. So if they answer all the questions that need to be answered in this one game, there really isn't a necessity for another one, so it wouldn't matter if the game flops. So it feels like they might answer all the questions that needed to be answered in this game, just in case the game flops, because again, it was entirely experimental. There's no guarantee people like it and people want more of it. Also, the Switch version is severely behind the Steam version, because I got an update for Elliot yesterday and I was really curious what the update was, and I googled it. Google said the last update for Elliot came out on July 6th. And I looked into what it was. It was Elliot 1.1.0, and my Switch only yesterday updated the game to 1.1.0, and it gives you the option to mute Faye. It had some bug fixes and frame issues fixes as well. So I'm curious if the game runs smoother now for things I was experiencing frame drops from. It's just kind of crazy that there's literally a month gap between the version for the Switch and for Steam, which is a little bit insane, but you know, it is what it is. What a great update. It's only for, the thing is, I switched my game to Japanese, and oh my god, Faye is so much more tolerable, but that's kind of just a user issue, because me as a person, I really don't like it when a voice is that high, because it sounds pretty forced. It's no disrespect to the voice actress for Faye, that's really not my intent, it's just not my cup of tea. But when I switched the language over to Japanese, it still sounded like a child, but there was a level of maturity to it. And it was a lot more palatable for me as a player than the English version. But yeah, you can disable Faye's dialogue now outside of cutscenes and everything. She still talks when you open up the menu and stuff, but when you like use a spell, for example, or you open a treasure chest, or you go into a cave, it's muted now. But yeah, I was right about everything with Elliot, and the ending still isn't over, but I really hope they don't answer every question, because I personally would love a second game. I would love a second game. But the only thing that isn't answered right now, aside from the divine creature thing we're doing, is everyone being able to see Fae. Because the second ending, which was obviously a lot better than the first one in terms of happiness and all that stuff, because Huria wakes up. In the second ending, it ends with Faye and Elliot having a conversation saying their adventures aren't over yet, and Elliot is going to find a way to make it so everyone else can also hear and see Faye. And now that Faye has her earrings back, if we do all this divine creature stuff and then everyone ends up being able to see Faye now as well, there really wouldn't be a need for another game. Or if there's no existential crisis looming in the distance, there wouldn't be a need for another game. So I really hope it's not over, but there's also a chance, but I also won't know until I finish it. But yeah, random yap. Just this reminded me of it because this is basically talking about their lineage, and the ending so far has been about Elliot's lineage, which I was right about, and I feel very good about that. I'm also interested if Elliot has powers, which I feel like is an avenue for a second game, because the Mew are notably the most powerful magic users that we know of, and I seriously doubt Elliot, as a child of a Mew and a human, doesn't have the capabilities of powers. So maybe that's an avenue for another game. Who knows? Who knows?
Running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed,
Welcome in.
flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I also forgot to mention, it was Hickard who actually saved Carter, because basically what happened is during the Age of Magic is when everything went wrong, and in the Age of Magic is when Mal was detained and she thinks that she lost her child and her husband. But basically in the original story, if you remember the start of the game, Elliot tells us that he was found 20 years ago by the tree in the arms of a man who was dead. That story is changed because of our actions in the game. We end up saving Carter's life because we were actually there when everything went wrong, and we saved his life when he would have basically suffered a fatal blow. So that part of the story was changed, and it was Hickard who found Carter unconscious by the tree because he had a baby crying. Hickard, for anyone who doesn't remember, is Huria's father. He knew a friend who is Leica, meaning that whole side quest I was talking about where Leica loved someone and it wasn't meant to be and all that stuff, and the woman that the guy loved was very sickly, was actually Hickard and Huria's mother. So Leica, unable to refuse anything Hickard asks of her, took Elliot in, and Hickard is the one who actually named Elliot after the tree because, yeah, he just wanted to do that. So yeah, this whole time, everything came full circle because the royal family was always involved because Hickard is the one who saved Elliot, and then Mao, when she's consumed by hatred and all that stuff, actually ends up cursing Curia. So it all came full circle. But no one's bitter about it because Hickard actually apologizes to Mal when everything's over, and she comes to the palace and apologizes for everything she went through, not only for Carter and Elliot, but also for what happened to her mother, Ludmilla. Ludmilla was teaching a woman called Herc magic, and Herc, blinded by not necessarily greed, blinded by a false sense of duty, was pushing for Ludmilla to become the village chief. Ludmilla vehemently refused, but it basically broke out into a fight, and some guy knocked over a candle, and the entire place is made of wood and straw. It's set on fire. Ludmilla ends up sacrificing her own life to save this man called Kai, who I think is Kai Fried's ancestor. And she ended up being in the fire too long, had too much smoke in her lungs, and she basically passes away, which was really tragic. But yeah, Elliot was the one who ended up trying to save her. He dragged her body out, but it was already too late. She gave us the pendant to return to Mao, and Mao was able to see her mother's dying words because of the pendant that we give to her, and she basically tells her not to hate humanity because of what happened, and she'll find hope someday. And yeah, a lot happened. This last ending fleshed out so many things. It's kind of crazy, but it's still so interesting to me how the game's been over for about, like, I'd say 12 hours of gameplay, and there's still so much more to do. It's just the classic Square Enix way. I love this company. It's so much fun. But yeah, sorry, huge detour.
Wasn't it just?
Do I hit level 50 off of that? I do. The big 50. Reflection of Earth, Titanic block. Enhances Titanic's iconic feat, Titanic block, making it capable to block attacks. Wait. Haven Foundry now available. Thank you. That might be a good accessory for me. I use Titanic block all the time. But can I get another accessory slot, low-key? Because these accessories are really good and I don't have the slots for them. Let me look at this foundry.
What is it you want?
Nothing's better than what I have. This might be better. Oh wow, that's better by a margin. Give me 5 minutes, alright. I should do this,
Done.
Oh dear. Woolen bracelets. Just make it, no? What? Did I miss an item? Me? I think I missed an item. Oh well. It is what it is.
Better than you. Can't be done. You can't expect me to make something out of nothing.
He's so rude.
I'll need more than that. Can't be done. You can't expect me to make something out of nothing.
He's so mean. Alright, anyway, let's do the other side quest.
Oh, I'll have... Oh, if you're after something from the... She will have to charge you for the goods.
I understand.
Saying that?
Ah.
She's got her hands full with the the heavens only know.
If you'd like me to keep an eye...
Oh, no. Could I?
Of course I won't mind. I'll find your daughter.
I hope not.
Ah.
Aye, that she is. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive.
All right.
Pursuit of Knowledge. I feel like we've done a quest like this before. Like with the name. The name was the same. Holy, I don't know why I struggled to say that. Oh wait, let me save in case my game crashes, because we did just unlock something. Oh, he's back on our posse. Hello.
Excuse me.
Little Ruka. She went out through the gate.
Out of the village?
Aye, there's a path off to the left. That's where she'll...
Oh well.
Of course she left the village.
Poor girl probably doesn't know where I am.
Interesting. I can't use my chocobo here at all. I guess that makes sense considering we did travel through a boat to get here, so it wouldn't make logical sense since we didn't transport Ambrosia with us, I guess? I don't know. I might just be coping. Oh, this is where I came before.
They're not here either.
Hello.
been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Rooker.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Oh my god.
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right.
That's actually really cute.
And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
That's cute. This is probably just to unlock potions here as well. It's probably not anything super significant. It's still sweet though how they handled it.
Thank you for bringing her home.
Oh no.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages, 10 cities they call them?
Oh, you can tell me all about the outside.
Precious.
One of the big ones being...
Are we the only ones you...
A few of us might make the...
Yes.
Well, they make... That's one thing we don't have. Medicines, metal... Aye. And now Rookers. So please, do...
I don't think my purse strings can get any looser. I'm like endgame and I'm still so broke. I'm so poor. I'm so freaking poor. We got potions available now at least. We don't have to leave to acquire stuff. Right. Now we can progress with... Actually, wait, let me check. Can we progress? Okay, we're good. Oops. Bye.
How long do you think this bridge is?
My good man, where's your shot?
Did you hear that, girl?
Alright.
There's a pair
Save.
of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
It's gonna fly, isn't it? I feel like the ship's gonna fly. I might be crazy though.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did
I
you have
knew
to ask?
it. What do you mean do I have to ask, Joshua? You've been asking stupid questions this entire time. Hello? No way! There's tonberries! It's the flying touch, that's kind of funny actually. Tonberries! I love tonberries. Dude, I need to tell Fruit there's tonberries in this game. At silent. Dude, there are tonberries in Final Fantasy 16. So, tonberries, for those of you who aren't versed with Final Fantasy, they're basically these guys, these green guys in capes, and they wield knives. There's alternatives of them with lanterns, and there's also the Tonberry King that you can fight in 14 online, but they're so cute. Tonberries are so cute.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
They're so skinny in this game. They're really fat in 14. Oh my god, I love tonberries. There's been one enemy that I haven't seen in this game, and I'm kind of happy about it because it gives me PTSD. And it's a stupid cacti. I cannot tell you how many times I have died to a cacti costing 1,000 needles. It's like kind of embarrassing. Those things do so much damage, and the pixel Final Fantasy games have this really bad habit of putting you in places where you really shouldn't be. And obviously in the pixel games, it's not encounters like you can walk up to them, it's chance encounter. So, you know, I can't exactly control who I bump into, and it sucks. But it is a very cute enemy. It's also a very popular enemy, the cacti. There's spiders here too. Get away from me. Whose battle cry is that? Is that Shula? Pretty sure it's Shula. We've never had Jill scream like that.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because sometimes, depending on how well the beach is maintained, it can either smell really fishy or it can smell really fresh.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
On berries, though. I'm so happy. Is that? Whoa. Big guy. I feel like he might be a beast or hunting bull thing later on. Probably not right now, since this is a prompt.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Oh, is that the spell that she mentioned? That they used to bind him? It is very pretty, and it reminds me of the Guardians from the Wild series.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach
Oh,
him.
water drops are frozen too.
I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
Is he talking about Odin? Does that count? Because he kind of split the sea and then we stood on the bottom. I guess it does count. Alright. The Surge. A lone wave rides to eternity, cursed never to break. The hands of times have stilled the rage of its tortured creator. That's so cool.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Dwalius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Interesting. That's bitter and sweet. Her story with going back to see her ancestor.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
What did I miss? Not much. We're on our way to see the child that's trapped with the icon. Also, this is very cool.
Look
There's
at
just
all the droplets of water.
it's exactly what I've been talking about, Joshua. It's so
Where they have
cool.
remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
It's definitely not right, but it is very cool looking. I'm sorry.
There. Up ahead.
I did 2 side quests while you were gone, so you really didn't miss much. Don't worry about it.
Down in the center. Follow me.
Who a baby though is insane. One of their own and they did this. He's literally a baby. Whoa.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna kill a child.
It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
So we got a whole new icon wheel. Interesting. I wonder if the other ones are gonna
Don't
move.
be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong. was just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Okay, it's gonna stop here on its own. Basically, what happened is the DLC started with us finding out that there is another icon out there, which is Leviathan. And when the game started, I said it's really weird we haven't seen anything about Leviathan, but you know, here he is. But the thing is, Leviathan is a baby because they kind of did something a little bit Avatar The Last Airbender-esque, because this baby has been trapped in this state for over a century, or a century. It's basically around a century. And the baby essentially awoke the powers of Leviathan practically the second that it was born. And instead of looking after the baby or, you know, helping it, they decided to use the baby's powers for their own benefits. And the icon inside of him, so Leviathan, sensed what was going on and basically went ballistic. So instead of, again, trying to help the baby, they basically froze the baby and the icon in time. And this woman reached out to us because she heard about everything we were doing with the dominance and everything, and she thought we could help, so that's why we're here to help, essentially. And we just freed it a little bit, but, you know, obviously the baby was scared and also angry, so we gotta calm it down. Because we're not just going to kill a child for being angry when it had every right to be. Life has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clyde's magic, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Cross-Swell and its inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Leviathan's feet. Leviathan's feet, Serpent Cry, can be used to summon Clive's off-arm. Oh wait, that's cool. Tidal Torment, multiple vessel, forcing. Pressing LB, will fire a powerful jet. A tidal stream, okay. Beat your tidal gorge. Follow this thing LT. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gorge. Wait, what? The tidal gorge is also replenished when successfully... Okay. Serpent's Cry. Press RB. Again, while dodging will cause a roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. This feels very defensive. This feels very defensive. Only Leviathan's abilities are... Okay, that sucks.
Is that Leviathan?
Just another, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Whoa.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Okay, that's actually really weird. Whoa, it does damage to me. It's so interesting. I don't know if I like it. It feels weird. Let me do this. That does a lot of damage. I don't know if I like this so far. I'm really bad at timing that. I'm sorry. This is very weird. This is so different to the other ones. Yay! I did it. Whoa. What Oops. 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 I'm sorry, I'm trying. It's so weird. My damage is gonna be like 2. Oh, it's actually not bad. This is so weird. I'm here to help. Just don't be angry at me. just got an achievement. I don't know for what, but I did. I just accidentally got an achievement. That's kind of funny. Whoa. I'm actually really curious what achievement I got, because that's really funny that I just accidentally got it. I'm curious. Library, Final Fantasy, my game, content, my achievements. Where is it? Okay. Hide Slinger, land 300 title attacks combined. I guess.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know.
He could have been sentient
He's
this
never
whole time.
reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
I really don't think he blames her, but I do understand why she's apologizing. Awaken the Storm. That was the name of the achievement, if anyone wanted to know.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
I'm playing this game just for him. I'm making him my home screen, my phone screen. That's very valid. Very cool, man. Let me look at the abilities, because I didn't really like any of those that we just got. Leviathan channeled. Whoa. It did expand. I guess it kind of like smushed it in. What's this? Abyssal Tear. Rip open a slowly expanded gateway to the murky depths of the sea. And when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in... Okay. Looks really funny, actually. I kind of want to use it just because it looks funny. I will tattoo him into my... That sounds painful. Tsunami. Conjure a whirling wave of titanic proportions to Whoa, this might be good. Why are Titan's ability... Oh, not Titan. Leviathan's ability so cheap? For context, let me show you how expensive Ramu was. 20... Okay, not 23, sorry. 2,300 just to get it, and then to master it, or to upgrade it again, 3140, then to master it, 5500. Is it because it's towards the end of the game and they kind of just want to give it to you? That actually might be a valid point. I'm gonna try this. And I'm gonna master this because it feels horrendous right now. And I don't really like... Okay. We're gonna go into the arena so I can get used to this. Let me save. And then... Oh wait, I didn't put the abilities on, did I? I guess I get rid of Shiva. That sucks. Leviathan... Oh, Lightning Rod just works with everything. Okay, now we can save. And then... I'm gonna put a weak sword on, because if I go in with this current gear, we're gonna one-shot everything and I'm not gonna get to test anything, and it's gonna suck. Let's put on Zach's sword, because I miss him. And now... go back. Whoa, where am I? I want to check out Clive's outfits because I know there's only 2, but I've used this one the entire game, and I want to see if I'm feeling the other outfit or not. I probably won't change it because I really like the way this one looks. This one's fire. It's also his canon outfit. A new crafting recipe. We can make a new sword.
So what do I owe the honor? So what it be?
Tide strike. That's weaker. Should I just make it just for the sake of making it? I know it says 400, but it's stronger than the sword I have equipped, but it's weaker than the Omega sword because the Omega sword is 430, I think. I'll just make it just for the sake of having it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
No, thank you. I don't want to. All right. Holy flashbang! That always gets me. There's one... Oh, there's a difference! Wait, that's cool! Wait... Did that say 50 seconds? Why are so many of these 50 seconds? Oh wait, is that... Oh no. That's 50 minutes. I'm dumb, sorry, never mind. Anyway. That's not where I wanted to do. I wanted to go here. I thought it said 50 seconds to take down a whole boss. I was like, are you high?
Right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Alright. This is the quest I always come back to because it's the only one that has a good swarm of enemies off rip. So it's just good for practice. For experimenting. Whatever you say.
They've been routed.
I didn't think they'd die that far, so... I'm looking at them menacingly.
They're wearing one armor.
Ow. Ow. Interesting. Oh. It's so interesting because you fight entirely with your arm for this. Oops. I'm bad. It's stressful, okay. Such bad damage. Dang it. Yay. I don't know if that does justifiable damage or not. Oops. Okay. Oops. Oh, okay. I understand. There's a reason I'm doing this. I'm not crazy. I promise. Oops. I need it depleted. Need it depleted. There's something I want to check. I need you gone because I missed. I missed again. I'm so booty cheeks. Okay, I get it. I understand it now. It's so weird. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
I can't leave is the problem. I have to finish this. Wait, how do I cancel it? Okay. Replay menu. Can I leave? I can leave. Alright. I'm gonna keep it on just because it's brand new and, you know, I should be patient with it. So far, I don't like it. But I'm pretty flexible with my middle wheel because I can't really say I found something I really like that much. So my middle wheel, I'm pretty okay with keeping flexible. So
better I'll be here.
I'll give it a
Come
chance.
again.
I'll give it a solid chance. What? Why are these not sorted by level? It's not. Why are these not sorted by level? I give up.
Don't.
Right. Let's go back. Oh, that's main story. We're up here. I almost started the main story accidentally. Whoops.
Oh, ceaseless rill, guide thy boat.
Sorry, I was checking on my hand. I don't know what I did, but it like started actively bleeding again after when I left earlier to dab it down. I'm probably gonna disinfect it once I'm done streaming, just in case. I don't think it doesn't look infected, but I'm a little bit worried because it's open flesh.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the Imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
She looks like Jill.
So
I might be
armed with
crazy,
both the
but she just
knowledge
looks
of
like
the
her in the
ancients
model.
and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once.
I feel like what I said
Time may no longer be
earlier
a luxury we can afford.
might come into play, considering only Jill is going with Clive. I might just be looking too much into it, but I don't know. I just have a feeling. It would be nice to have some Jill development.
The Vare is...
Oh, whoa! 4 new side quests.
not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
My lord, may I speak with you a moment?
Sure, what's up?
There is a matter with...
Of course, what?
Please.
Something's...
Yes, I was passing by the low gate when... But the more I think about it...
And you're sure it wasn't what...
Positive. Of course, but if it is who I think it is, would you go and see?
Very well. Whether the man you saw...
Perhaps. Just...
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw.
The customer.
I'll explain it.
Oh. Interesting. Search for the intruder on the cloak. Is it this way?
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be.
West destination nearby. I don't see anyone. What's that?
A bottle. Breath of the Arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive too.
Who's there? Stop!
Hmm? How did he even get in here? Pretty sure our boat didn't have any stowaways.
No!
He got attacked by something, didn't he?
Hang on! I'm coming!
Yeah, of course. This is my time to practice.
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Oops. Oops. Stupid. So bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Wait, do I have to press it again? Is that why I'm messing up? Ah. Oops. And then I got rid of it because I'm stupid. 5?
Nice try.
Thank you. Interesting. Okay. I do have to press it again. That's why I kept messing up. It's so weird. Making two... No, it's like the controls are a little bit weird. And there's a lot going on already, so it's just strange. Oops.
Enough.
It's weird. I don't like it. But I'll still keep it on. I did just get it. It just feels so weird. I don't like it.
Are
Are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Please don't.
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
What do you mean introduce yourself first? Are you okay with him kissing you?
I knew it was you.
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary, it's been so long.
So they're lovers.
Thank you,
Who is he?
Hervey.
One of many clients. We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and...
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me.
The flame of your love...
Hervey.
Cute.
The next moment, she...
It must have been shoot. So what? You rode, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue.
This guy's a loser.
That was
That's
when I
sweet.
knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? I cannot leave.
I'm to meet your family.
Please. But first, follow me, Hervey.
Let the outsider in. He just wants to be with the
To
woman
the
he loves.
end of the world and beyond.
That's cute. Hopeless, but cute.
He should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
And Shula's obviously gonna blame herself because she was the only one who left.
There's nothing. You two met at the...
When I worked there, yes. And for that reason,
And so you saw...
I did. I also... But our love could never be.
What will happen to...
Since our...
I see.
That was before my time. Ymila, know that I do not... This was my mistake.
Thank you, tributary.
I will take that into consideration.
Of course.
I think she's gonna side with
Come
them.
what may, I thank you, my lord.
That was a cute little quest. And I'm glad it wasn't anything malicious. It was just a guy who loved someone. That's sweet. Right. There's 2 quests that aren't gonna unlock anything, and I want to do those fast before I do the ones that have the plus icons.
Bastard things. Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Ooh.
Ty, take me. You. Shula. Hey, I'm worried about a friend of mine. Would you help me find?
Why does everyone keep leaving the village and landing in trouble?
He said he was going. There are 2 cairns out.
All right.
His name's Nassef. If you could track him.
Very well.
Right. Can people stop leaving the village, please? We're clearly not capable.
One came by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Wait.
Hail, stranger.
Hi. Can these people please stop leaving the village, though? I'm like being serious. They're so incapable.
Before
Respectfully.
we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
That means nothing to me. Thank you, Clive, for telling me it's left. That helps. Is it this left or the other left? There is something down here. I'm curious what it is. It's probably gonna be an arena at some point. I had to guess. Is there anything here now? A chest or something? Ah, no. No, there's not. See the electric fence around the village? Just stop leaving. Just close the gates, bro. Surely you guys can't survive. Oops.
Well, here's the cairn. But no sign of Nasef. To the riverbank, then.
The riverbank. Is it down here? Nope. This way. Oh, that was her main story. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. Never mind. Ignore me. Hello.
I'm looking for a man named Nasef.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. Wait, you didn't think I was him, did you? Sorry, mate, I'm just out to Jimmy sell a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out to work on one of these cairns and didn't return.
Well, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
There's a bridge further down the path. Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back. Our carpenter only recently had time to rebuild it. But if I remember rightly...
I don't know why I listened to the entire dialogue.
Maybe.
I don't normally do that for side quests. I just read it.
Let's hope.
I kind of spaced out. I'm sorry. Okay. One sec. I'm going to keep the thing, but I think I should use more water abilities just to force myself to get used to it. This way. There's an obelisk.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Nice. Ew. So sick and tired of seeing spiders. Is it this way?
Stay away, damn you! Hold on!
Hello. It's a bad time. Whoa. Ow. Help. I'm just trying to understand my thingy. Give me 1 sec. Ow. Do you mind? Ow. Ow. That's such bad damage. Owie. I missed. I don't get it. I don't understand this wheel. It feels terrible. I feel like it's just a skill issue, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Farewell.
It's like, it's fun, but it's also not fun. It's fun because it's just fun. It's not fun because it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything significant. So I'm not a fan. And I know there's likely another achievement for it, because so far there's been 2 achievements for every single icon. And because we already got one, there has to be another one. And I kind of don't want to Google it, because I want to figure I want to see if I can get it accidentally, like got the other one accidentally. Because that'd be really funny.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nasef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Is
Your friend
I
Katav
can
asked me to look for
read
you when you
minds.
didn't return.
Ah, I was so focused on...
How exactly?
Oh, that there are crystals and should the ether cease to...
And an important job it is.
Yeah, the truth is, me and...
So you found...
Not before the local
Expect you...
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. Yes.
If you insist.
Repay me in gold. And women. I'm joking. Not women. The gold part though, I'm not joking. Give me gold now. Pay me right now. I need money. I need gil. I need coin.
I thought I'd lost you. But yes. Thank you. Nasef told...
Oh.
All that matters, far be it from...
Or if we have to take us to...
I'd rather...
Your bearers.
That we are.
So...
We're forced to. Our people are few enough.
They would.
Anyway.
If only the rest of the world was like Mysidia and didn't make their bearers do awful things, not counting the baby stuff, because that was just a bad decision made by one set of people. And even that, you can argue there's a reason why they did it. The women are to play League with? You know, I don't know if I can say this. Wait, can I say it? I should be able to say it. I just say it. I've only ever played League of Legends like with one woman, and I'm not saying this is all of them because I just had a really bad experience, and it was unbearable.
I'm broke.
Well, she's...
You're joking.
I think we're gonna unlock chocobos here. Yes!
I would if I could.
Me dad's got a boat. It'd be perfect.
You would? Alright then.
I was right. Oh my god, we gotta do this now. We can unlock Ambrosia. Speak with Manda's father by the stores.
Bastard things.
She was my ex's best friend's girlfriend. So she just happened to be there and it wasn't fun.
You one of
But
the
I just
outsiders, then?
says women can't play League and are
Shula
unbearable.
invited me.
Alright.
Are you Manda's father?
I am.
She's asked to see my child. Well, truth be told, I didn't.
Well, still, I'll need you to bring us a mimic.
And...
Oh, don't ask me.
Well, the man who made... So I suppose I'll go and...
Oops. I mean, I skipped that last one. I didn't even get to finish reading it. I fault. Can I buy some potions from you, milady?
Anyway, I
She's
will
a
have to
thank you.
charge you.
That's fine. Minwu. I love that word, Minwu. It's cute. I'm buying.
May it serve you well.
They're nice people. They're such nice. I like this too.
Here you are.
That's all my money. Oh, should I do it?
Well, if you're sure you need it, then I bid you good tide.
Oh. All right, it's fine. Shut up. We gotta go to Martha's Rest. Whoa. Oh. Martha's Rest was there. My money's gone! It's gone! I was gonna go get a haircut. I kind of thought about it, and the weather is going down, but it says it's gonna go back up next week. So is there really a point for me getting a haircut if I'm just gonna stay inside because it's gonna get warm again? And should I not just wait until it's like September? Because temperatures actually go down during September, so I'll have more of a reason to, you know, go outside and not die.
We've got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? Speak to Martha.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's
I
the old
hear
girl
this.
doing?
She's very well.
Oh, don't thank me. Anyway.
I was hoping, and I thought...
Oh, reckon I could...
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing... Just be on the lookout for...
I will.
Oh, you're very welcome. And in times...
That's sweet.
We certainly do. To Northridge, then. Wouldn't want to keep Mander's father waiting.
You're not gonna TP me back. Can I take a detour? Am I allowed to take a detour, or are people gonna get mad at me? I wanna go into the arena and experiment with Leviathan's abilities and see if we can figure out what the other achievement is. And it also forces me to use it so I can try to, you know, not hate it. I feel like it probably has something to do with the feat, because it's been all of the achievements so far have been one skill and one feat, and we got one for the skill already, so I think it has to be the feat. There it is. Have you ever been mad? I'm saying every stream to do what you want. Shut up. Don't actually shut up. I'm just, you know, I'm sorry. I wasn't being serious.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
I think it'll be like, I need to understand. No, It's so weird. I'm sorry. Right now, it's bad. Right now, I don't like it.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
She wants to take my freedom of speech. If I can't have freedom of speech, no one can. I didn't change my weapon. I think it's too late now. Never mind.
They've been routed.
I messed up. What? I missed.
It's over.
Okay. Fun fact, you do have freedom. Fun fact, I do not have freedom of speech because I live in the UK, and you have to understand, I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't really like to talk about politics in a public setting. I'm just going to say this one thing and then I'm going to be done with it. In the UK, you have this thing called the Bill of Rights, and the Bill of Rights isn't necessarily something that's like firmly cemented into the Constitution, basically. So if essentially everything that's in the Bill of Rights, if Parliament, for example, is in a mood where they agree with each other, they could literally just suspend freedom of speech. So in the UK, you have freedom of speech as like a very loose thread that can be cut at any time. And I personally, since I first learned about that when I was like 14, I have been really concerned about it, and no one is really talking about that, and there isn't really any drive to change that, or more so cement what's written in the Bill of Rights. I think it's really stupid, but you know, it is what it is.
They're wearing Waluda armor.
They're wearing a Waluda armor. I don't think this is enough of a pool for me to be able to do this. Sounds stupid, but as long as it hasn't happened yet, okay. Seriously, the last thing, and then I do not want to talk about this. I'm being so serious because I A, don't want my stream getting taken down, and B, I don't like talking about politics because politics is a very frustrating topic for me. It isn't happening, you're right, like nothing really serious has happened. However, because of the loose sense of freedom of speech that we have, Parliament is getting away with a lot of things. Primarily the whole like restriction of things on the internet under the illusion of protecting children. When I was a child, I have been through some horrendous things, and I never had the arm of the government around me, and things that very much needed people to be arrested and sent to prison or jail. And like, I'm not even remotely exaggerating, those people needed to go to prison, and the government quite literally did nothing for me. So, and it's not a case of I'm being petty in the sense of they didn't help me, why should I be okay with them helping children? No, that's not the case at all. It's the choice of priority that they're giving to things that don't really matter. Primarily the whole internet thing where the government is trying to moderate children's use, and by children they mean people up until the ages of 16, which I think is ridiculous in and of itself. We should not be restricting a 16-year-old, like, with all due respect to what they do on the internet. Like, just being able to use the internet should not be something that the government has any right to moderate, but that's a whole different topic. I think it's stupid because removing someone's access to the internet basically means you're leaving them at the mercy of extremely conditioned conversations. Those people are only going to have conversations with their family and school. And when those children are done with school and they are in a setting where they can go into the real world, they're going to be messed up. They're not going to know how to function because they didn't have the exposure that they should have had at a younger age to be a little bit more acclimated, because the one place that they could do that, being the internet, is being taken away from them. I think that's really stupid, especially because the internet can be a scary place, yes, but it's also a place of knowledge. You can find topics that you're interested in to learn about. You can find information about things that you care about, and having that access revoked, in my opinion, is something extremely damaging to a child's mind. I think this is a very bad place to focus that type of moderation on, but maybe that's just my take on it. It's very okay if someone disagrees with that. I think it's stupid. I think it's really stupid, but you know, if you disagree with that, you disagree with that. I can't control someone's opinion. In my opinion, I think it's stupid, and I don't think the government should have any say in that, and I think it's insane that parents aren't saying anything about this. I haven't seen any parent talk about this or like protest or whatever, but as like a little comparison, a couple years ago, the government wanted to put in gender fluid bathrooms. Everyone had an opinion about that, and it didn't even happen. But this, no one's saying anything, so I don't know, priorities are a little whack.
How the hell did that happen?
Checking with the kids. Exactly. We should revamp parental controls, not just take away the internet completely. It's so stupid to leave kids at the mercy of what they encounter at school alone. But again, maybe I'm just single-minded in that. I don't understand. Am I just really bad at this? It doesn't feel like I'm using it correctly, and I don't know what using it correctly looks like, so I'm kind of just a fish out of water. I'm not even trying to make a pun, considering we're using abilities that are literally, it's just, you know, it's so stupid.
Time to fight.
None. Can you stop? I'm trying to do something. I hate you. What? Guess what I just got?
So much for the men.
That's so funny. I don't know if you had the achievement, son, but I got it. Well, what was the achievement? I don't think you guys can see my Steam overlay. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, so this was the achievement I just got up here. It's called Super Soaker. And I had to strike 3 or more enemies with tidal attacks, which is the feat. So I was right. It was a feat thing. Unlimited ammunition. Okay, so you had to do a refill thing, which is the ring overlap thingy, and then you had to use the tidal attack, which I think is the magic spam that I used, and you had to kill them, and I think I killed 4 of them, so it counted. The internet taught me English, and English helped me make more friends. It's so dumb, because when I was growing up in school, I didn't really learn much in class, and that makes it sound like I was probably like a bad student. That's not the case at all. I was a really good student in the case of I got perfect marks basically all the time. I was a straight A student and all that stuff. It's just school itself didn't teach me anything, because I'm not even joking when I say this. When I was in class, I was never doing anything that the class was doing. I was always ahead. And if I wasn't ahead, as in if I already did everything that the class had to offer, I was doing my own research from things that I had spent my time finding out last night over the internet. So I was just never really into all of that, because it was stuff I already knew, or it was stuff that didn't interest me. So I just that's how my school life essentially went. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like if I didn't have access to the internet back then, I would have been cooked, because it would have been so A, boring, and B, unfulfilling for me to go through school without at least having my own interests to look into in my own time. So yeah, bottom line, I think it's dumb, but you know, what's me complaining gonna do about it? I'm just a voice in a million, so who cares? It doesn't even impact me. I'm not a child anymore. I don't have a child. I probably will never have a child, and if I do have a child, I probably won't be in this country, so who cares?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that.
I guess you can call me heartless for thinking like that, but like I don't believe in the whole I want to be upset about this because it sounds bad and it doesn't really affect me directly, but I'm still going to be upset about it just because I can. I don't believe in that. I think that's stupid. Oh, I didn't mean to leave North Reach. I thought that was done. A good mother wouldn't let her child grow up in Britain, you're right. That's insane.
And now might I help the garrison together?
Like... You know, when people get upset for the sake of other people, you know, tell me if you think this is a reach or if you disagree. I think that's parasocial. There's a huge difference between raising awareness and just yelling because you feel like yelling. And I feel like getting upset for the sake of other people in a lot of contexts is more so the latter, where it's just yelling for the sake of yelling, and I don't believe in that. That's for them, I guess. It's not even that I have a detached opinion on it. It's just I don't know. I think it's silly.
Faster.
And for me, at least, when I see people crying about something just for the sake of crying about it, for me, it damages their cause more than helping it, because seeing those people complain and seeing those people who are completely unaffected by it complain about it puts me off from the entire issue. So honestly, for me at least, those people do more damage than good, and if you're just making people care less about whatever you're screaming about. And there, to an extent, some of those people are people who just want to be negative and just talk about negative stuff and can't go a day without being happy, or go a day being happy.
Thanks, Gal.
It's a very cynical way to put it, but you know.
Ah, there you are.
Ambrosia.
And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
She is.
I have the mimic or two. Here.
I was gonna look at Clive's
Thank you kindly.
outfits. I forgot.
As soon as she's gobbled this up.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry.
She's so tall.
Right.
Cute. I was right. It's because we hadn't brought. I'm so glad you thought about it. That's a nice touch. I like this. W Square Enix. And it makes sense. This is good world building. Because we didn't bring Ambrosia over, and now we are. She's so big.
Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Yes.
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Aww. It's cute.
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Ambrosia's so cute. I wanted another Ambrosia another Ambrosia quest, so I am very happy. Very happy about that. Now summon Ambrosia in Mysidia. No more walking like a filthy peasant. The party makeup has changed. Wait, what do you mean the party makeup has changed? Who left my party? Did Joshua leave? Yeah, they did say Joshua was gonna stay behind in the village, so that makes sense. There's one more side quest left near the foundry.
Bastard things.
Oh, speaking of side quests, I do like this little thing they do in Elliot where some side quests do tell you that they will soon be unavailable, so you have to do them in the moment.
Worked up again.
And I appreciate that. There's been new side quests in the final ending that I've been doing, and they've been very nice.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
It's my fault?
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but...
But...
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He can... And my most powerful... I'm starting to wonder if his... Shula said that you were here to help.
I'd be...
You can. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge. Something must... The trouble is, so while you talk to Pavat, I'll...
Right.
Pavat again. It was also interesting when they showed that what...
Leave me be. Let me go. Let me go.
When we saw that woman in the cutscene who I said looked like Jill, the witch, she also looked like she had the bearer's curse, because her arms looked a little bit, stonish.
Oh,
which would make sense. They were
do you
using
need
her
something?
to her absolute limits.
I do.
I see.
It's no trouble, Rick.
Not that I know of. Suppose he might have been a bit more...
When you say out and about,
we're just round the village. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe.
I'll go talk to him.
The child.
The sign of the child? Wait, what child? Child missing? I can go find him. I feel kind of bad walking over the flowers, but I'm sorry. Bald guy!
Greetings,
Sorry.
stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazier, is it not? Pavad tells me...
Zelda, Talor's never been ill a day in his life.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either.
Oh, did you see anything strange on your way back? It was like he was expecting.
Well, that certainly... And it might just...
Ah,
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Bald people kind of remind me of my granduncle, because, before he passed, ever since I could walk, basically, every single time I would see him, he would... This is gonna sound unsafe, I promise it was safe. He was very responsible with the scissors. He would chase me around the house every time we visited them in Milton Keynes with scissors, and he'd be like, I'm bald, give me your hair, just to, like, tease me and play with me. So, like, bald people remind me of him. I miss him.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Blazier, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest. Surely.
But...
I can't say for sure. You may have encountered them.
And you
The
think
Tonberries!
I know it's a lot. There's an altar there. Please.
Oh, you didn't see the Tonberries. You weren't here, Ari. I love Tonberries. They're a little bit skinny in this game because in 14, for example, Tonberries are quite plush. I love Tonberries. They're so cute. They're these green things in cloaks and capes. And they have swords and lanterns. That's it. That's a Tonberry. They're just cute. I like them. Oh, my granduncle, he was the person I was closest to in my family. He passed away when I was 16, I think. I was very upset when he passed away. I still think about him like all the time.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
I didn't even see him that often because Milton Keynes is pretty far away from London, and you know, it was family visit, so it's only when my parents wanted to go. He was a good man.
That'll do, girl. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
I knew this was gonna be an arena at some point. They're the tonberries! They're so cute. They're so skinny in this game. I like them in 14. They were like super fat.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual. Sorry to disturb you.
Right, let's try using this again. It is a very good grouping wheel though, I'll say that much. As much as I don't like using it, it's a very good grouping tool. Oops, I missed that by miles. I think Shiva's coming back on the board though. I'm sorry, I don't like Leviathan. I am gonna keep the big Leviathan spell we got to see if it does more damage than Diamond Dust.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
If they're compatible. They should be, because water and ice. The king has returned. Welcome back. Let's put Shiva back on. I'm sorry, I don't like Leviathan. They're not compatible. That doesn't make any sense as water and ice. Oh well, it's fine.
A silver chain. I doubt the Tomberries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
And they're gonna TP me back. Lovely. Shula just jump scared me. I didn't realize she was right there. I'm so used to seeing Jill and Joshua with it, like turned around and saw Shula and I got scared.
I did.
I knew it.
Well, I'm...
Forgive me. This...
Won by men of the faith.
To understand that, you need to... They feed on it. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man...
So you think someone's put a Tombury curse?
But given his fear of the...
Does Talor have any enemies?
No. No, but there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its soul.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another,
When my father was younger, he told us that when he journeyed
That's
to
kind of funny,
Sandbreck-
actually.
Did they ever catch him in his deception?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's...
All right.
Thank you.
Aye, and thanks for...
That's kind of funny he cursed himself. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. I'm sorry.
It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. If you find anything, see the...
I am, thank you.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at that. Up and bring design draw Adderstone. Oh, Sapin Rings. You obtained the design draw for Sapin Rings accessories that, when equipped, enhance Leviathan's iconic... when they use Leviathan's abilities. Adderstone. You have obtained an Adderstone. Call from Aquamarine Adderstones. Okay, I'm glad that there's an audible and visible thing, because I might miss the visible one, actually. I'm more likely to hear the audible one. Just because I kind of move my camera a lot sometimes.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
I probably should make them, though, just for the sake of having them. Oh, they probably mean the baby. That's probably the child that they're talking about. But, you know, maybe I call it here. I know I didn't really get that much done today because I was yapping a lot. But yeah, it was still fun. And I can start... What day is it today? It's Wednesday, right? Friday, we can come back stronger. Yeah, I'm sorry. My wound keeps, like, bleeding super bad. So I think I need to go rinse it and disinfect it again. And yeah, keep an eye on it. Get a bandage? I don't have a bandage! Goldblur just... I'm gonna keep playing because Goldblur just got here. Never mind. Let me TP closer. I would love to use a bandage, but I literally don't. I opened. We'll still play another 15 minutes because I arrived. Yeah, you're, you know, W. So we gotta bite down for our W's. Oh, they get one for you? They don't? Whoa. They're just not gonna do it. And it'll be fine. As long as it doesn't get infected, it'll be fine. And it's not gonna get infected. I've dealt with plenty of cuts. I just need to be careful with how I keep flexing my hand, because sometimes when I flex it in a certain way, because some of the cuts are pretty flesh deep, it just starts bleeding again.
There's a large gate up ahead.
Yeah, my drawer got stuck, and I was playing with it to like unstick it basically, because otherwise it would be very expensive to fix.
The temple,
it caught on my wrist and the back of my hand, and it skinned it completely. So yeah, it sucks.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
I'm gonna open the gate.
Impressive-looking axe, I presume.
Noticed her, have you?
Have a lovely night and try to prevent any more bleeding. Bye, Ari. Appreciate you being here. This is beautiful.
The temple is up there.
Don't worry. Those cliffs aren't the only way.
Why am I walking like a filthy peasant when I literally have a chocobo? Stupid. I'll answer that.
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
Oh my god!
Think of all the people who
Do you know what this looks like? This looks like there's... Oh god, I forgot what DLC it was. But in one of the DLCs, there are these sections of ruins you have to go through in Final Fantasy XIV Online with your Stola. This is what it looks like. A little bit. Just a little bit. It's so pretty. Do you think there's a chest over there? Well, bloody hides. Are you serious? Is that a cow? Oh.
You deserve a rest.
I'm gonna fight this cow because I can. Oh. Level 50 though. That's a little bit scary. Whoa, why am I lagging? I have. Owie. I didn't take damage, I don't know why I said ow. Wow! I didn't take damage, that's the important part. Owie. I don't know why I'm fighting this guy, but I'm fighting this guy. I just felt like it. What? My god was up and you know it. Take away, I need to remember that. So much fun. Don't blast me, please. I'm just a gal.
Nice try.
Totally got hit by all of that. Bug sounds. This. This. Then do this. And we're finally gonna fest him. That is beautiful damage. Melted him. Owie. You missed, idiot. Each damage. I finally figured out my rotation that works for me. I had no reason to fight that guy. Oh, chats! I had every reason to fight that. It gave me nothing. Never mind.
After it.
I don't like this one. I'm doing it again. I like that one, but there I want the one where I put my hand through his head or the one where I scratch his head.
Get it, boy.
Are you serious, Clive? I'm gonna punch you in the face, Clive.
Where would I be without you?
Clive, I swear to God.
After it.
I hate Clive so bad. He's like the worst person in the universe. Can you pet this dog? This is the one. Bro! Put your hand on his head.
Where would I be without you?
Come down here. There we go. Christ. Why did that take so long? Anyway, sorry. I needed the serotonin boost. Only took 50 here. It might be an elevation thing. Or I just have really bad luck. It did take 10 attempts, I'm sorry. We're not alone.
These remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
Another cow. This one isn't even guarding a chest, or is it? Oh. Alright, I'll leave. Maiden's March. Also, what Jill just said, I might be right with saying that woman looked a little bit like Jill. Could either be her ancestor, but there's no way it's Jill's mother, for example, because this story took place over 100 years ago. But still, it could be Jill's ancestors because it looked so much like her when they showed the witch. She had ashen hair, the nose and lips look like Jill, and Jill even just made a comment about this place reminding her of home. So maybe there's a correlation here, and I was right with saying this DLC might develop Jill's closure a little bit. Spiritual ancestor, yeah.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
Oh my. This is gonna be a big quest. I should probably call it here. Yeah, I should call it here. This is gonna be a big quest. But we can get to it on... Wait, how do I save? Like, stuck in the map. Right away? Yeah, sorry. I know I hate to end it here, but I really don't feel good with my hand and everything, so I'm gonna call it. And I'll be back on Friday. Finish this off. Alright. I'm sorry, Gobbler. I know you just got here and I'm ending like a bomb, but I'm sorry. Goodbye.